Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Today we will discuss about the steam boiler topic. In the topic, we will discuss about the boiler accessories. Boiler accessories. In boiler accessories, we need to discuss about the already we are giving the already before explanation. So uh, what is the importance of accessories, boiler accessories? So they are the utilizing so more efficiency to utilize the boiler to run the more efficiency. First one is the feed pump, economizer, superheater. We have there are number of is there, right? In this in this classification, regard in this regard in this regard, so we need to discuss about the uh, uh, in yeah, uh, importance of accessories. Right now, what is the introduction means, what is the need, the auxiliary device installed with the boiler, the auxiliary device uh, installed with the boiler for proper operation and to increase the efficiency of the plant are known as a boiler accessories. So what is the accessories means, the auxiliary device installed with the boiler for proper operation, proper and to increase the efficiency of plant are known as the accessories. The accessories more commonly employed in steam plants. So what are the types of what are the accessories is there? First one is the feed pump, second one is economizer, superheater, air preheater, steam strap, steam separator and steam injector. These are the main components, main amount of main accessories for the boiler to run the smoothly, to run the boiler proper operation. So in this connection, we will discuss about the first one. Introduction in this introduction, the performance of boiler used in early days very poor. So that is the main reason to increasing the efficiency. It is the thermal efficiency is order of 70 to 75% only. What happens to the remaining 25 to 30% of heat released in the boiler by combustion of fuel? So that is the main reason. What is the where it is the question is raised means, actually it produced only 70 to 75 only. What about the remaining 25 to 30% of heat released by the combustion of fuel? It will be wasted. So that is the main thing. This huge percentage of heat rejected by the boiler to the atmospheric as a waste heat. Because of maximum amount of heat, 25% of heat are dissipating to the atmosphere, right? That is the main reason. This huge percentage of heat is rejected by the boiler to the atmosphere is a waste heat. This leads not only the wastage of useful of energy but also causes of atmospheric pollution. Not only the here wasting the not only the heat, it leads not only the wastage of energy also but also causes the atmospheric pollution also. While in atmospheric pollution, this much amount of heat will be completely mixed with pollution. So finally what will happen, pollution will be raised. So in these efforts were made to recover this wastage heat to improve the thermal efficiency. So these efforts, maximum efforts are kept in the, and this further were made to recover the waste heat to improve the thermal efficiency. It means 70 to 75 only we can increase to 90%, 90 to 95%. And the performance of boiler also, increase. Some auxiliary devices are used along with the boiler to recover the waste heat and also to improve the performance of boiler plant, right? Some auxiliary devices means accessories. Some auxiliary devices are used along with the boiler to recover the waste heat, to recover the how much amount of 20 to 25% of heat will be wasting. So waste heat and also to improve the performance of boiler. So performance of these auxiliary devices are known as the boiler accessories. These auxiliary devices are known as the boiler accessories, right? These auxiliary devices, these are auxiliary devices installed along with the boiler to improve the operational and performance and also increase the thermal efficiency also. These are the main reason. So in these boiler accessories, or first one is the feed pump, second one is the economizer, third one is the superheater, fourth one is the air preheater, steam trap is next one, steam separator, steam injector. These are the main the main accessories for the boiler. So first one is the feed pump. What is the function of feed pump? Is a device, feed pump is a device to supply the feed water into the boiler against the high pressure in the boiler. So whenever against the high pressure in the boiler, feed pump is used to a device to supply the feed water into the boiler against the high pressure in the boiler, right? Whenever high pressure in the boiler, the feed water is supplied to feed pump or using economizer. Second one is the economizer, a device to increase the temperature of feed water. So while in supplying of water in the room temperature condition, but with the economizer utilizing, we need to increasing the temperature of water and to supply it to the boiler. So what is the main reason further to heat the water? Means already we are boiling water inside the boiling the water inside the boiler, right? That is the main thing. So need to whenever to supply the hot water into the boiler, it will be the combustion action will be within the maximum amount of steam will be generated. That is the main reason for to use the economizer. Next one, superheater. Super device raise the temperature of steam above the saturation temperature. So whenever the steam temperature in below the level of steam, so we need to increase the temperature for the use of saturation temperature, for the high level of steam temperature to increasing. A device rise the temperature of steam above the saturation temperature. So whenever when we require the one level of temperature of steam, so whenever need, so we are increasing the temperature of steam only. Next one, air preheater. A device is increase the temperature of air entering into the combustion chamber. So whenever to heat the combustion chamber, to supply the air to the combustion chamber, or furnace to heat the furnace to get the high amount of heat to the needs from the furnace. That is the main reason. Air preheater is used to device to increase the temperature of air entering into the combustion chamber. Next one, steam trap. So steam trap is it is also one of the accessory device to drain away the condensed steam from the steam supply pipeline. So it is one of the pipeline drain away the condensed steam. So condensed steam drain away from the steam supply pipeline, right? That is the main thing. Next is steam separator, a device used to remove the water particles from the steam flowing to prime mover, right? A device used to remove the water particles from the flowing prime mover. Steam separator means a device used to remove the water particles. In steam, some of the water particles already inside provided sometimes. So the particles from the steam flowing into the prime mover. Next one, steam injector, to supply the feed water to the boiler at high pressure using the thermal energy stored in the steam itself, right? Whenever to supply the feed water to the boiler at high pressure using the thermal energy stored in the steam stored in the steam itself, right? First one, feed pump. So we will discussing about the first one, feed pump, a device to pump the feed water into the boiler against the high pressure prevailing in the boiler. Whenever high pressure of water is there, so we need to supply the water to the boiler against the high pressure prevailing in the boiler. So to create the high amount of pressure of water, that is the main reason device used to feed the water. So what are the types of feed pumps are there? We have a reciprocating feed pump is there. Then next one is the rotary pump is there. So we have a two types of feed pumps are there. So first one is the reciprocating pump. So that is the you can observe generally driven by a small reciprocating steam engine called duplex pumps. Next one, rotary pump driven by electric motor used when the large quantity of feed water to be supplied. So in this connection again once again I am explaining about the feed pump. You can check that pump. So first of all, the function of feed pump to force the feed water into the boiler at high pressure. So whenever high pressure of water sending to the boiler, so the reciprocating we have any two types of pumps are there. So first one is the reciprocating pump, second one is the rotary pump. In reciprocating pump are driven by directly coupling them to the steam engine. Rotary pumps are driven by electric motor. Then next one, the rotary pumps are generally used when the large quantity of feed water is to be supplied to the boiler only. So when a reciprocating pump is there, rotary pump, both pumps are using, but reciprocating pumps are driven by the directly coupling to the steam engine are driven by the reciprocating pump, but rotary pump are using for the rotary pump means are centrifugal pumps are driven by electric motor of steam turbine. The rotary pumps are generally used when a large quantity of feed water is to be supplied to the boiler. So that is the main intention for the feed pump. Right now we will discuss about the next one, economizer. So economizer, the main function of economizer, you can check here, it is basically heat exchanger. Economizer is basically heat exchanger that transfer the heat between the hot flue gases and cold feed water before it is in supplied to the boiler. Exhaust gases contain large amount of the thermal energy. Exhaust gases contains the large amount of thermal energy. Temperature of gases is higher than the temperature of feed water. When I was supplying the feed water to the boiler, the temperature will be the less than the temperature of gases higher of temperature of feed water. So gases which are releasing from the boiler, they have the higher temperature. Thus the heat is transferred to the feed water. Placed between the furnace and air preheater. It is a economizer. This is a economizer. So we have green economizer is there. So what is the first of all economizer? I am explaining about once again with clearly. Flue gases coming out of the boiler furnace contain large amount of heat. Right, you can check here. Right, the flue gases, the working principle of economizer here. Flue gases coming out of the boiler furnace contain large amount of heat energy, and this heat energy should be recovered before the gases escape out through the chimney. In economizer energy, the flue gases is used to heat the feed water. Right, in economizer, energy of flue gases is used to heat the feed water. It is usually placed between the boiler furnace and air preheater. Right, so that is the main reason. The next one, economizer consisting of tubular heating surface which is arranged. Feed water passes through the tubes and hot gases passes over the tubes. The temperature of feed water increases due to the heat transfer hot gases to the water. Thus function of economizer to heat the feed water by utilizing the energy from hot gases. In economizer, only feed water is heated to the near saturation temperature without steam generation. Also, there is no recirculation path. Right, there is no recirculation path is there. Right now, this is the economizer brief introduction. Right now we have a Green's economizer also there. In Green's economizer, vertical tubes are connected in horizontal tubes and top of the bottom, right? Thus economizer used to steam power plants. Tubes placed flue gases path, so water enters the at bottom of the bottom pipes and flow to the top, gain heat during the flow through tubes. Heated water from top of the economizer, right? You can I'm giving once again a clear explanation about the Green's economizer. You can check here one by one. Green's economizer most commonly used in steam power plants. It's consisting of a transfer section. It consisting of a transfer section of vertical tubes which are connected to the horizontal pipes. It means boxes at the top of the top and bottom, right? Both sides are connected. The tubes are placed such that the hot gases can freely pass over them, right? Hot gases, the tubes are placed such that the hot gases can freely pass over them. The top boxes connected to the pipe and the bottom of the boxes is connected to the pipe, right? Pipe C and D, right? The feed water pumped into the economizer at E, you can check here. Then it passes into the bottom box through the pipe D. It again goes up through the tubes into the top box. From there it is led to the pipe C, and then to the boiler. At the end of the pipe C, a safety valve is provided to blow up its pressure. It's high amount of, so to remove the soot which is formed on the surface of the tubes, scrapers are provided in groups. The adjacent groups of scrapers are connected by chain which passes over pulley. The pulley are driven by worm and worm wheels as shown in figure, right? This is the clear explanation of a Green economizer. Right now, Green economizer, afterwards, what are the advantages of a Green economizer? So in this economizer we have a different, so advantages providing economizer of fuel economy. About 15 to 20% fuel may be saved for the same output. Increase in steam generation, rate of the boiler, increase the thermal efficiency, right? Then next one, increases thermal efficiency of the boiler plant. Next one, the life of the boiler increase due to the reduction of thermal stresses. So reduction of thermal stresses. Next, however, economizers increase the draft requirement and the surface are coated with the dirt which reduce the heat transfer. So this is the economizer, right? Economizer, we are discussing about economizer. Then next one, superheater, right? Superheater. So superheater, main function for the superheater, you can check here, to increase the temperature of steam above the saturation temperature placed in the path. Flue gases consists of a set of tubes. One end is connected to the inlet header, other end is connected to the outlet header. You can check here, superheater is placed in the path of flue gases. It consisting of set of tubes through the which steam passes and hot flue gases pass over the tubes. The steam further heated in the tube by utilizing the heat of flue gases, and due to this the temperature of steam is increased above the saturation temperature. Thus the function of superheater is to increase the temperature of steam by utilizing the heat of the flue gases. So finally increasing the flue gases, temperature of flue gases by supplying of steam supplying to the inside the tubes. We need to supplying the superheater temperature to heat the steam, right? In this shows a simple type of superheater. One end of the tube is connected to the inlet header. You can check here in this figure. One end of the tube is connected to the connected to the inlet header, and other end is connected to the outlet header, right? This is the one end is connected to the inlet header, outlet header, and then next steam from the boiler enters into the inlet header through the pipe, right? Superheater tube, right? The steam is from the steam from the boiler enters the inlet header, the passes over the superheater tube over which flue gases pass. Steam is superheated by receiving heat from the flue gases, and finally the superheated steam is supplied to the steam engine or turbine through the stop valve. So this is the main reason. Finally, to heat the steam while passing into the superheated tube in steam. So that is the main reason for this. So steam flows inside the tubes, hot gases passes over the tubes, steam receives the heat from the flue gases, superheated steams level outside. What are the advantages? Advantages for this next one you can observe: reduce the steam consumed per given output, right? Reduce the steam consumption per given output, reduce the condensation losses, right? Next one, eliminate the erosion of the steam turbine blades and due to the absence of the moisture, right? That is the main thing. Next one, increase the overall thermal efficiency of the boiler plants also. These are the main examples. And next we have types of superheaters are there. First one is the convection superheater, second one is the radiant superheater, third one is the combined type of superheater, right? These are the three types of superheaters are provided. Finally, to heat the steam while passing into the steam tube, right? Superheated tube, the heat the finally steam. So first one we can observe is the convection superheater, located away from the furnace, tubes only exposed to hot gases, not in contact with the flame, heat transfer by the convection only, convection transformation. So convection superheater are located away from the furnace and exposed only to the hot gases, they are not in contact with the flame, and the heat of hot gases is transferred to the surface of superheater tubes by convection, right? Second one, radiant superheater also located on the furnace walls, receives the heat from furnace wall and heat the transfer by the radiation, right? Radiant superheater are located on the furnace walls and heat from the furnace walls are transferred to the superheater tube by radiation process only, right? Radiation means one is the relation between they are placed in long distance between the. Next, third one is the combined type of superheater. Combined type of superheater receives heat by convection as well as the radiation, both the convection process and radiation process. These are the completely utilized. This is the we are utilized. We are already studied about the feed pump, economizer and superheater. So what is the function for this each and everything? First one is the feed pump. Next one is the alright, then first one is the in this, what are the main intention for the boilers, for the main intention for the accessories to perform the boilers used in early days is very poor. Its thermal efficiencies is of order of 70 to 75% only. And what happens to the remaining 25 to 30% of heat released in the boiler by combustion of fuel? This huge percentage of heat is rejected by the boiler to the atmosphere waste heat. This leads to only the wastage of useful of energy, also causes of atmospheric pollution also. So many efforts were made to recover this waste heat to improve the thermal efficiency and performance of boiler. Some auxiliary devices are used along with the boiler to recover the waste heat and also improve the performance of boiler. So this is the main intention. The auxiliary devices are known as the boiler accessories. So in this we have this auxiliary device installed along with the boiler to improve the operational performance and also to increase the thermal efficiency of boiler. In this case, we are discussed these three types of accessories are there. First one is the feed pump, a device to supply the feed water into the boiler against the high pressure in the boiler, right? This is the second one, economizer. Economizer is a device to increase the temperature of feed water, right? Next, superheater. Superheater is a device to raise the temperature of steam above the saturation temperature. These are the we are discussed about these three types of accessories of boiler. Right now we have a small quiz questions are there. Economizer improves the thermal efficiency, right? Next, superheater is used to then increase the temperature of steam above the saturation of pressure. Next, write the functions. Write the functions and advantages of feed water, economizer and superheater. This is the one type of question. Explain the green economizer with neat sketch. These are the two questions will come in your exams. It is an example, right? Thank you.
Good morning to everyone. Today we will discussing about the steam boilers topic, that we are discussing the topic of boiler accessories. Already we are discussed about the half of the boiler accessories. Right now we will discuss about the boiler accessories of remaining. They are air preheater, steam trap and steam separator and steam injector. These are the next we will discuss about these topics. Right now on this topic we will discussing what is the importance of accessories. We already know to perform the perfect operation, right? What is which device is used to increase the feed water temperature? Air preheater are using, right now we will discussing about the remaining air preheater. First one, right? In this we will discussing about the first one, air preheater. So steam boiler to increase the temperature of air used for combustion. Heat the air by exit the flue gases. It saves the fuel and locate between the economizer and chimney, right? Air preheater is used, and at the same time I am explaining about the air preheater. Steam boilers are provided with an air preheater to increase the temperature of air used for combustion by transferring the heat of flue gases, right? So it is located between the economizer and chimney, right? Air preheaters are classified into two types, one is a recuperative air preheater and regenerative air preheater. These are the two types of we have two types of air preheaters are there. So in this recuperative air preheater, gases inside the tube, air passes over the tubes, and regenerative preheater is air and gases are passed alternatively, so one by one, right? In recuperative air preheater, the flue gases flow inside the tube while the air passes over the tube, and in regenerative air preheater, the air and the flue gases are passed alternatively through the same path. So in this connection we are using for the air preheater for the to heat the air, right? To heat the air, right? Next one, in figure shows, right? Recuperative preheater, tubular type of heat exchanger consisting of steel tube, gas flow inside the tubes. Air is recuperative, air is circulated over the tubes, gets the heated at a high temperature, passes into the furnace, right? It shows the recuperative air preheater. It is a tubular type of heat exchanger, right? Which consists steel tubes through which the flue gases flow and over the outside of the air to be heated is to be made to circulate. The buffet plates deflect the path of air to increase the amount of heat transfer from flue gases to air. Finally, air at high temperature passes into the furnace of the boiler. This is the you can observe in this figure. So what I am told already, I am explained in this. Air passes into the air, flue gases passes into the tubes, and heated air passed over the tubes. Air inside and gases are passing right next to chimney. It is located between the economizer and chimney. So what are the advantages? So in this, what are the advantages? Recuperative advantages are increase the boiler efficiency, increase the steam generation rate, so better combustion with less smoke, and low grade fuels can be burnt effectively. These are the mainly we are using. In this we are discussing about the air preheater, right? Next one we are discussing about the to drain the condensed steam, right? To drain the condensed steam from the pipes. Next to steam trap, next to topic is our steam trap. In this to drain the condensed steam from the pipes, does not allow steam to escape with condensate water. Bucket type of steam trap are most commonly used. So this is the figure of steam trap, right? Once again I am explaining about the steam trap, just listen carefully. The function of steam trap is to drain away the condensed steam from the steam pipe. It does not allow the steam to escape with the condensed water. The bucket type of steam trap is most common. It consists of an outer vessel with sufficient water to float the bucket, which carries valves rod. The water formed due to the condensation of steam in the pipeline flow into the trap due to gravity. Air normal condition valve is cold. At normal condition valve is closed. When sufficient water is collected, the water level in the vessel rises and overflow into the bucket. Due to the increased weight, bucket sinks down and the valve is open. The water is forced up through the control tube. The door provided at the bottom of the trap is used to remove the sediments and dust deposited periodically, right? You can observe here figure by each and everything consisting of a bucket with a valve rod. Center tube is fitted inside the outer vessel. Valve control the flow of water from the vessel. Then a bucket overflow when it is collected water sufficiently. Bucket comes down due to the weight. Valve opens for discharge. Finally, closed after empty bucket. Finally, we need to clean the dirt particles. So whatever may be. So these are the drain away the condensed steam in the steam pipes. So to drain away the condensed steam pipes. So finally, to close the bucket. Right now, next one. Steam separator. So we can observe here steam separator. So the function of steam separator, the use of wet steam in steam engine and steam turbine produce many disadvantages. A steam separator is placed near to the engine on the main steam pipe line leading from the boiler to the engine. The function of steam separator is to remove the water particles carried out along with its steam on its way from the boiler engine. So finally, some water particles which are placed inside the boiler, so it is separating the steam to the water particles. We are using the steam separator. At steam separator, the steam separator centers at inlet and suddenly strikes the buffet plates and gets deflected upwards and passing in the direction of arrows. Steam leaves the separator at outlet. Due to heavier weight, water particles thrown down into the bottom and water collected at the bottom is discharged through cock.
a glass tube is fitted to show the level of water in the separator. So finally, so steam is entering into the through the steam's inlet, and it is directly hit to the buffel plates, and then the water particles are hit to the buffel plates, and the water will be float into the downstream. Then steam is passed through the in the middle of through the separator will be provided to easily passing through steam outlet. So this is the figure you can showing. So place it near to the engine. So steam separator, place it to near engine to remove water particles from steam. It consists of buffel plates in the path of steam. When the steam strikes the buffel plates, it flows in a curved path, right? Particles separated due to the centrifugal force and collected at bottom due to the its weight. So water has some amount of maximum amount of weight, so automatically it will be goes to the at bottom due to its weight of water steam, right? Then next one steam injector, right? Steam injector, next one is the steam injector. So steam, after completion of steam separator, next one is the steam injector. Steam injector are used steam injector is used to supply the feed water to the boiler at pressure greater than the steam pressure in the boiler. It has no moving parts like pump. The kinetic energy of steam is used to increase the pressure and velocity of feed water. The pressure energy is sufficient to lift the water through delivery pipe and feed it to boiler. The pressure of water on leaving the delivery pipe must be about 20% of higher than the boiler pressure in order to overcome the resistance to flow, right? This is the main function of steam injector, to supply of steam injector supply feed water to the boiler. So at a pressure greater than steam pressure in the boiler, at a pressure greater than the steam pressure, no moving parts like pump. The thermal energy stored in the steam itself is used to pump the water into the boiler. First, the thermal energy is converting into kinetic energy of steam, which is in turn used to pump feed water into the boiler. So this is the mainly we are using right now. Again we will discuss